Hi, this is Angela with Parkrose Permaculture. I am in my backyard the first week of October, and I wanted to make a really quick video to just talk about poultry in the urban garden. So normally my chickens and ducks during the growing season are confined to a run. This is their house here, the chicken house, chicken coop. And then this run goes along here, and then this little yellow house back here is the duck house. And then part of the year they have this side paddock also open to them for rotational grazing. And then I would like to add a third paddock along here. So I'm going to put up fencing here, and they'll have a 3-paddock rotational system, which is sort of ideal for not decimating all of your plants. So they'll get 2 weeks in here, 2 weeks in here, 2 weeks in here, and that will give the other sections 4 weeks off. But in the winter, I am not growing anything that is getting donated to the nonprofit that we work with. I'm only growing food for our family, and I grow that pretty exclusively in the front yard. So in the backyard, the poultry are loose. So today's the first day they've been allowed out, and I still have some things growing because it's pretty mild out. This is Cookie, our Buff Orpington. And the chickens, as you can see, love to scratch, and that can be really destructive, especially around your perennials. So you have to be really careful. I have a rain garden right here, and I don't want them destroying anything in that rain garden. So I need to kind of keep an eye on them when they're out. So for this part of the growing season in the fall, they're only allowed out if I'm here supervising. And then they can scratch until I feel that they're being destructive, and I'll shoo them somewhere else. Different story altogether is the ducks. So we live in Oregon, and ducks are the perfect urban poultry in many regards for Oregon. Yes, they quack, so your neighbors have to be okay with the quacking. And female ducks are a lot louder than drakes, male ducks. I have right now 3 female ducks. One of ours recently passed away from old age, so we normally have 4. We'll be getting a new one in the spring. We normally have 4 females and a drake. So here's my ducks. They're all getting quite old. So as they get older, the 2 blues and the 1 chocolate, they get more and more white feathers as they age. So they don't scratch. You can see the scratching and the flying of mulch from the chickens, and the ducks just bill underneath. So they put their bill in and they move it back and forth, and they're mostly looking for slugs. They'll eat seeds and other grubs and things like that. They're mostly looking for slugs, and they're not destructive. They don't really move the mulch around. People complain that their poop is wetter, and it is, than chicken poop, but that doesn't really concern me. It's more damage to my perennials. So you can see they put their bills in and wiggle their heads back and forth and find all sorts of slugs to eat, slugs and slug eggs. So I found that since I've had ducks will eat the really large leopard slugs that chickens will not touch, and they're also much more efficient at getting slug eggs, and they just really relish them. They would rather eat that than anything else. So in a little bit here, after I've been out weeding and ripping up plants for the fall, for about another hour, I'll shoo them all back in the run and give them some grain for dinner. And then as the season goes on, by about December, they're going to be loose back here all the time. There'll be a little temporary fence around the rain garden so they don't damage the dormant perennials there. But all of my fruit trees, I don't know if you can see those here. Hi, George. They're all pretty well established, and they're not going to damage them. Anything that I'm concerned about, I'm going to put a little barrier around. I don't know if you can see right here. My black cap raspberry has a little perimeter around it so they can't dig right at the base. So that is a quick video on especially fall and winter time free-ranging urban poultry. I'll be back next week. Thanks.